Hey, welcome. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me. So, today's reading is Your Next Blessing. There are three groups for you to choose from. Group one, the clear quartz geode, but this one is a bit bigger than group three. So, group one, group two, the heart shaped stone, and group three, the smaller clear quartz geode. All right, so group one, two, and three. Feel free to take a moment to choose your group if you need to, but I will see you in your readings. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the first group, the bigger clear quartz geode, then this reading is for you, alright? So we have the Eight of Wands, we upright, and we also have the Tower in reverse. We also have the Giraffe, Visionary, and I will read that one towards the end of the reading, but I'm just going to put them all out now since there's only three cards, Anyways. Okay. So for this group, your next blessing is that you're going to be able to travel, or you're going to be able to plan a trip or a holiday that you've been wanting to plan. Maybe you've needed that break. 1 second. For a lot of you, this could just be the confirmation that you will be able to travel as well, especially if that's something you've been anticipating. But regardless of how it comes about, it feels like travel is going to be a big part of your next blessing. Maybe you've been planning to see someone who lives at a distance from you and you are unsure whether that's going to be able to happen. But yeah, regardless, it does feel like you're going to have something to look forward to outside of traveling as well. And for those of you who are specifically pursuing certain career goals right now, it feels like there will definitely be speedy progression. Like things will be picking up, moving quickly or quicker than it has been. But again, this feels like something that you've been anticipating. So even though it may, increase your workload, would it increase your workload? For some of you, it may not have anything to do with increasing your workload per se. But it feels like this progression, it just won't throw you off, like regardless of how that manifests for you as an individual, it feels like it won't throw you off. But it does feel like you will be further along on your chosen path, whatever path you have chosen or will be choosing for yourself. It also feels like you're going to feel really good about yourself. And it does feel like someone is going to take positive action towards you as well. Someone you could be interested in. This person is going to want to show you a good time. They may invite you out. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. So it feels like they could invite you out where there is like a lot of people. Even if things are still quite intimate, like it doesn't need to be people that they know per se. For some of you, it could be. But they're going to want to show you a good time, have a good time with you. For some of you, it could be their intention to have a sexual relationship with you because they are really physically interested in you, but could be unsure if there's anything more, but they're interested in finding out. It's not like they're just kind of capping it off at a physical relationship with you. But as I spend more time with you, I'll be able to see, and we'll be able to see if it can grow into more than just physical. But it feels like whoever this person is, they're going to be feeling, confident enough to approach you. It could be someone else that's feeling confident enough to approach you as well. But in both cases, they do feel romantic, or it could just be one case. But it feels like you're going to be feeling super optimistic in general. And it feels like you're going to be making unexpected progress as well. A lot of you could be making new friends, new connections. And for a lot of you, your passion for something is coming back. It feels like maybe if any of you here have felt like you kind of lost your spark or lost something that kind of excites you, it feels like you'll be finding that again. For some of you, you're gonna maybe be more social than you have been recently, or in the recent future, recent past. You're also going to be able to find a solution to a problem you've been having as well. And another blessing is that you're finally going to be able to move on from the past, even if you feel like you've already moved on. And maybe you already have, in the like broader extent, but there could be some residual dust, that you're finally kind of brushing off, and it feels like, let me see, kind of really being able to focus on a new phase in your life without kind of being burdened by the past or the thoughts of the past. Like finally, like it doesn't even really feel like a clean slate. It feels just like a new phase, like a different kind of energy, Some of you may also lose something, but it feels like it's for the best. You could lose something that's been holding you back. Maybe that was clarified by the moon card, so maybe something that's been like confusing for you, maybe gives you anxiety. Maybe something that just kind of feels quite dark. It could be something that you're unsure of whether or not you want to leave behind, but it feels like it will, leave your life quite naturally. And it will kind of allow you to think about things that are more aligned towards you and what you want for your future. So for some of you, it feels like there is or was someone around you that doesn't want the best for you, but it feels like this is going to massively backfire for them. And even though, it's a bit negative for a blessing, I feel like the blessing is that you are going to be protected, that you're being protected. So if there's someone around you and you find out something bad may have happened to them, that can give you a clue as to who doesn't want the best for you. But obviously trust yourself, and I don't want you to be like side-eyeing and being paranoid about everyone, but like just trust yourself, So you're being protected from someone who is a bit illogical, irrational as well. And it feels like you're going to stop feeling fearful. or like that worry or that fear or that nervousness, even if it is like that slight bit of, nervousness, it feels like that's going to stop. It also feels like you're going to see the truth of something as well. That's been kind of difficult to see this far. So far, sorry. For some of you, it could be the truth about someone. And some of you could have been trying to meditate on it. Like you could have been trying to like process it or think about it or kind of gain some clarity around this situation or this person. But it feels like you will be able to do that moving forward. So moving on from that, we have the giraffe and it says visionary. I'm going to put this up here just in case you want to read it yourself. But I'll read it out anyway. So, giraffe visionary. It says, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You're going to be able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. So what is your next blessing? So, similar to that 8 of Wands energy, it feels like a lot of you are going to have, I don't know if the right way to phrase it is you're going to have vision. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, kind of similar to that last message we have, like being able to see something clearly. But it also feels like something that you've kind of imagined, something that you are kind of, manifesting as well, is gonna kind of physically manifest, So moving forward is going to be easier for you. I think that message came out earlier. So moving forward is going to be easier. You're going to be able to move forward with grace, like this here giraffe. And it feels like, let me see, you're going to be able to see the right path for you as well. So a lot of this does have to do with clarity, whether that's about a person, whether that's about you moving forward, or in regards to something you're kind of doing or pursuing right now. It feels like you're going to be able to trust whatever discernment you do have. It feels like your self-belief is either increasing or just solidifying, And another blessing is that you're going to be feeling super generous. So you're going to have the ability to be super generous, whether that's towards other people and yourself, or towards yourself or other people. I don't know. But it does feel like there is going to be this generous energy that you're coming into as well. But that's all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful, make sense, and resonate for you. But I am wishing you all the best, okay? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, the heart-shaped stone, then this reading is for you. What is your next blessing? I'm just going to put all the cards out considering there's only 3. So we have Dragon, Supernatural, but I'll read that one towards the end. We also have the Chariot in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse. So I'm just going to see what direction this is coming in before I start waffling. Alright, so some of you may not see this as a blessing, or at least straight away. Maybe down the line you may kind of recognize it as a blessing. But for this group, your next blessing is being blocked from doing something. But it feels like this blockage is a form of protection. And a lot of you, you're being blocked from something that could possibly get you hurt in some way, maybe emotionally, with that Two of Cups being in reverse. This could be getting hurt by someone and kind of just being put in an overwhelming position or put in an emotionally overwhelming space. 1 second. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Some of you could be, you're being blocked from an ex. And altogether just someone who doesn't have the best intentions for you. So if any of you, if someone from your past has reached out to you, an ex has reached out, I mean, that was clarified by the Devil card as well. Maybe someone who's aggressive or just can be a bit toxic. 10 of Swords has just fallen out. So maybe someone who maybe potentially betrayed you, or there was just a very like harsh ending between you and this person. But you're being blocked from this person. Especially if you have been wanting to or looking to reconnect with them. Something will also be moving slow for this group. And the reason why it is moving slow is to stop you from rushing into something that you may, regret. And it feels like while this, is moving slowly so that you could potentially not make, a decision that's harmful to yourself, it feels like you are being, or, during that time you are kind of being redirected to a, what could be a wiser path or a more positive direction. Your next blessing is more confidence and more willpower as well. Wanting better for yourself. And it also feels like you're not going to be placing unnecessary pressure on yourself either, especially if this pressure is to fulfill another person's wants or to fulfill how like another person may see you or how other people may see you in general. So you're not going to be placing pressure on yourself to not necessarily to fit in, basically not pressuring yourself to fulfill external forms of validation in any way. It also feels like you're going to be seeing the incompatibilities between you and someone else, but this will allow you to overall be more realistic about them. And if you have been confused about what's next or what the next step for you could be, then you'll be figuring that out also. So yeah, another like a big blessing for this group is definitely direction or clarity in regards to your direction. And if it's not direction as a whole, it could just be what the next step could be. a lot of you also may start to notice that someone or people are just being disingenuine when it comes to you. And kind of seeing these people for who they are, it will allow you to help you align with people who are more trustworthy. And a lot of you in this group, it feels like a misunderstanding will also be clearing up for you. Someone could have misunderstood you, misinterpreted your words or your actions, but it feels like this will be clearing up. And you guys may not be best friends after, but it will allow you both to kind of move forward, Six of Swords, in a healthy way, even if that is separately. So arguments or tension you could have been having with someone will resolve. You may be getting in touch with your emotions as well. Even if it does feel heavy, it feels like there are important messages in your emotions. So yeah. So it feels like your intuition will be, what's that word? Like sharpening in a way. So now moving on to the dragon card, supernatural, it says, you are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So a lot of you will be aligning with your purpose or something that you kind of feel is your destiny. This could be even like an undiscovered destiny for some of you guys. Like there was that message earlier of being able to kind of find direction or kind of understand what that next step might be for you. So it also feels like your confidence will be rising with that rise with dignity. And a lot of you could also be mastering something as well. This is something that you've wanted to master though. It could be your intuition, it could be a craft, it could be something creative, it could be something intellectual, I don't know, but it feels like you will be mastering something that you've wanted to. Do you have anything else with this card? I feel like there's definitely another message in that shape, supernatural card, the dragon. So if you do have any extra messages, then that could definitely be for you and your own interpretation as well. Well, that's all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful, resonate, make sense, and all that stuff. I am wishing you the best, alright? Take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you have chosen the third group, the smaller G quartz, the smaller clear quartz geode, then this reading is for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay out all of the cards considering there's only 3. So we have the links. It says Keeper of Secrets. I will kind of read that at the end. We also have the Two of Wands upright and Queen of Wands reverse. Oh my gosh, doesn't she look like a lynx as well? I know it kind of looks like a cat. but like the ears and stuff, I don't know, it's quite similar. Let's see anyways. So Queen of Wands, Two of Wands, and the links. All right, so for this group, it feels like your next blessing is that you're going to be feeling more decisive when it comes to two different paths that you could have been confused about. Some of you may realize it's best to kind of stick to the tried and tested, or something that you're used to, or something that you're already currently doing or pursuing. But please only take that message if it, makes sense for you. Someone will also be traveling to see you, or someone will be more flexible and more willing to meet you halfway, and overall just be more cooperative when it comes to you. But again, that feels kind of specific, so only take that if it makes sense. So your next blessing is feeling connected or sure about your purpose right now. It also feels like you're going to be more patient in some area of your life, which will allow things or something specific to come towards you more easily. It feels like you're going to come into a space where you feel like you're actively being more assertive in the situations or environment where it would benefit you most, being assertive. And it feels like you being more assertive or deciding to be more assertive will help you get what you want, and possibly stop other people from thinking that they can walk over you. And this next one could be a blessing for some of you in different ways, or for different reasons, should I say. But for some of you, you're going to have the chance to be by yourself for a little while. So maybe kind of spending some time alone. I mean, again, like this could be for different reasons. Maybe you've been busy or would just benefit from it, or it's something that you've kind of wanted. And it also feels like you're going to be less sensitive to criticism or what other people might say or think about you. And it also feels like for this group, you won't feel the need to hide yourself or hide parts of yourself anymore. And it also feels like for some of you, you're going to be feeling more passionate about a person. Maybe that spark is coming back between you and this person. Feeling more connected to them. For some of you, this could be a group of people as opposed to one specific person. So we also have links, Keeper of Secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. So kind of similar to that message that we just got about you being able to be by yourself for a little while. Maybe that's something that you wanted, or something that could just benefit you. But it says here, take the time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secret You see others' secrets and keep them sacred in silence. And my God, I am having trouble reading upside down. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Ah, okay. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Okay. So yeah. So your next blessing is that it will be very hard for others to deceive you. So maybe your intuition is going to be on point, but maybe you'll also get that kind of physical clarity as well, that kind of confirms your intuition. So yeah, it will be very hard for people to deceive you or to downplay you in any way. Or it will just be very hard for people to be kind of shady towards you. So you'll also be able to trust your intuition more. So with that Two of Swords coming out, so feeling kind of less indecisive, feeling less conflicted as well. It also feels like you're going to be finding something out, something that someone's been keeping a secret, something, possibly deceptive. And it feels like by you keeping to yourself, maybe you will find some kind of peace, or you will find clarity, and it feels like you will just feel kind of stronger once you do kind of, let me see. Take that time alone. Some of you may feel stronger being separated from someone, but that doesn't really feel like the case for a lot of you though. And some of you will also find power in talking less and observing more. That could end up being a big strength for you. But that's all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it can be helpful, resonate, and make sense. But I'm wishing you the best, alright? Please take care. Bye.